get a rebound effect, okay, but not a rebound effect like you would want. Like we were in grade school, you get one of your buddies, you get a rubber band in school, right? What do you want to do to your buddy? You want to pull that rubber band as far back as you can and let it go so it snaps back fast. Everybody's done that, right? Okay, I did. I got it all the time. You get a rubber band and the more you stretch it, okay, the greater what? The resulting contraction, okay, or effect. Your muscle is the same way. The greater you put a stretch on the muscle, okay, the greater what? The resulting contraction. You get a greater contraction in running, in jumping, or in, say, kicking a ball, what happens? Okay? More of a reaction. So what we try to do on a treadmill, and I understand it's not the same as running on ground, but what you can't do on ground is tell a kid, run as fast as you can down that field and try to get a stretch reflex. You can in nature, but once that kid starts getting fatigued, what do? They slow down. Okay? What happens when you slow a muscle contraction down? You don't get as much stretch. What happens when you get least amount of stretch? Less contraction. What happens when you get less contraction? You get less power, less speed. What happens on a treadmill? As that incline goes up and they're running at grade 1, they can't quit because the treadmill's still moving. Okay? They say, I'm tired. They can't stop because they know what's going to happen. The treadmill's going to rocket them off the back. So one, what they have to do is they have to keep pushing themselves. What the treadmill does, as your foot hits the platform, comes up here and comes down, right? It yanks them back. It yanks back your hip into a motion where it stretches right here. What happens when you stretch the hip flexor or the hip muscle when it's back in this position? What happens when you stretch it? Okay? It causes a contraction, more so than you can on ground. So you teach your body to, say, get your knee up, drive into the ground, and push back and cause a stretch on the hip. You're going to do what? You get more of a contraction. You get more of a contraction. You put what? More force into the ground. You put more force into the ground. What happens is you run faster. Okay? You move quicker, you move better, you jump higher, you kick harder. Alright? So in nature, while they're running at incline, or what they're going to do now is what I call holds. As their foot hits into the platform, the treadmill's going to push their hip back. Once they put that stretch on the hip, that muscle's going to fire and it's going to come up harder. Once again, contract harder, put more power into the ground. That's why working at speed on an incline works better than anything else. Okay? Harder, man, harder, harder. Up. One more time, then I'll make it a little bit different. Who knows how to do 360s in this group?
They've all done them.
Faster. One. Up. Perfect. You mean get aggressive, run. Harder than that, come on. There you go, just like that. Push it. Up. Perfect, just like that. What? Run as hard as you can. Pull back a little bit. Now spread hard, hard. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Up. Job. I'll have you do something next, okay? But you don't want to do this. Spread hard. Perfect. Here's the deal. We understand that, we know that, okay? But honestly, do you think you could take these kids down on the field and say, run 14 miles an hour as fast as you can and don't slow down? Okay? It's not going to happen. So what it does, it just makes them push themselves harder and better and faster than anything else you can possibly do. Okay? So one more time. The machine off, they hold the bar. Alright, we also call them Conan the Barbarian runs, is another name for them. I'll shut the machine off. He's going to be the motor. This time he's pushing the machine's not going to be pushing him. Okay, it's just for pure power into the hips and the glutes, especially the glutes. He's going to probably get off and his butt cheeks are going to cramp up and get nice and tight. Okay, hold on, watch out. Stay there. So shut the machine off. What I want you to do is you're going to get up. Okay? Get up underneath the bar, just like this. And I want you to stay down. It's like pushing a car up a hill. Okay? I want you to put pressure into it, and you just start going, and you sprint. You hold that bar, and you run as hard as you possibly can. okay, for 30 seconds. Okay? Hard. You can do it, man. Come on. Get up underneath it.
Come on, Brendan.
Keep your butt down. Okay, stay low, and I want you to drive. Yep, just start running with it. Push into it. There you go. Now run as hard as you can. Perfect, just like that. Nice. Keep going. You're to slow down and speed up. Come on, man. Speed up. Speed up. Keep your knee driving. Keep going. Keep going.
Come on, Brendan.
Ah. Attaboy, just like that. That's how you do it.
I'll do the other one, man.
You guys want to try it? Come on, try, big man. Yeah, you. Come on. You're strong. You got strong legs. Okay? Stay down low and drive it. Okay? Yeah. This is pure power. Okay? What we try to do once he starts pushing and spreading, go! We start the time and we keep going until his stride frequency slows down. Once that happens, we get him off. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. You got 5 more seconds. Push it, push it. Ah, oh boy. Just like that. There you go. Come on, Hams. Here's another cool thing about the harness system, okay? Because you get, I always try to explain it because there's always arguments for everything that you do, okay? Is the harness system is designed, okay? So squat down. There you go. I'm gonna come back up, okay? Just if you watch the piston system, okay? This is the piston system. Squat down, okay? Basically, that loads his piston system. As he presses off with his feet and he comes up, so come up, okay? Piston system lifts him off the treadmill. Okay. One thing I learned the hard way was actually off-weighted over speed runs. Okay, are in hypothetically a good idea. Basically, what you're trying to do is force the athlete over the capabilities they think they can go. Basically, saturating the nervous system. The bad thing about it is if you do an actual off-weighted over speed run, you'll change the biomotor patterns of an athlete. Okay? It's not a good idea to do that. All right? So what we designed is as his foot comes down, he's in foot contact, so just kind of squat down, right? Okay? There, he's at full body weight. Here's the cool thing about the piston system, because he's at full body weight when he's running or his foot hits the ground to press off, he's full body weight. But as his foot leaves the platform and he's in what we call a flat phase where both feet are up off the ground, okay, the piston system actually pulls them off the treadmill, which lets them rotate over faster. But as that foot contact hits, squat back down, okay, it releases the off-weighted system, and as that moves back off, it lifts them up to where we can turn them over faster. Okay? So that's the cool thing. So technically, it's a good thing because he'll be full body weight when he hits it. Another cool thing is it's a great harness system. So just what I can do, or a spotting system, gives him a sense of safety. So squat down, bring your feet up off the ground. Bring your feet up off the ground. Okay? Stay there. Pulls them back and pushes them forward. Okay? I'll hop down. Okay? That's the cool thing about it too. It's a harness, or a safety system. So what that does for the athlete, if this thing is rolling at 22 miles an hour, and you're going to tell them to jump on at 22 miles an hour, because the safety system is there, it's going to give them an extra sense of safety that they're not going to rocket off the back or fall and hit their face on the platform. Okay? So technically what they do is they'll actually run 22 miles an hour without being scared. Because if they get scared, your body goes into the fight or flight, and most of the time they flight, meaning they're not going to run 22 miles an hour because they're scared. And it distracts the nervous system. When that happens, then they're not going to be able to go to their capabilities. But with this system in place, if I say run 22 miles an hour, most of the time they'll run 22 miles an hour if we've trained them the right way. Okay? And it's no other system like it in the world. Cool? Okay, do 360s. Okay, so straddle this side, straddle that side. I'm going to make them do 360s, just like we were talking about, just like Jamie said, just like I said earlier. The stronger you are here, and here, and here, and here, the more stable your pelvis is. The more stabilized your pelvis or core is, okay, the better athlete you're going to be, laterally, backwards, and definitely forward. Okay? When we say 360 and I say go sideways, we are not speed training them sideways. Okay? We're not trying to make them go sideways faster. Is it going to happen? Probably. Okay? Then we make them go backwards. Are we trying to make them fast going backwards? No. Okay? But when we're going backwards, we're strengthening the glutes and we're strengthening the hip flexors. In turn, is going to stabilize the pelvis. That's what we want to do with 360s. 360s is more of a very functional strength tool for the hips. That's why we do it. Okay? And it's not that hard right now. But the same thing happens going sideways and backwards as it does forward. Is the treadmill at incline is going to snap back the growing muscle this way, and the more stretch you get on that growing muscle, what's going to happen? The more contraction you have. So the cool thing about it, when you think about it, and a kid goes to kick, what's he using when he comes forward this way? Okay? This muscle here. So if we can teach him to snap his leg back more this way, and we stretch the groin more, what's going to happen when it snaps back? More stretch, more what? Boom, contraction. Is he going to kick harder? Yeah. Is that a good thing in soccer? Absolutely. Okay? But that's not what we're trying to do. It's just going to be a good byproduct of strengthening the core. Okay? That's all I want you to do. I'll count it out. And you go 10, 10, 20, 10. So 10 steps forward, 10 sideways, 20 backwards, 10 sideways, and then forward. Okay? And go. Sweep forward, sweep forward, sweep forward. And when I say turn, I want you to turn hard. Face me, ready, turn. Put your toes towards me. Attaboy. Push hard with that left leg. There you go. Toes towards me. Reach more with the right leg. Reach up. Ah, that's what I want. Reach. Now go backwards. Perfect. Keep that chest up. Long strides. Back. 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 Beautiful. Perfect. Just like that. Keep reaching it. Keep reaching it. Keep reaching it. Ready? Turn. Get that left leg up. Get that left leg up. More. Stay toe to the front. Toe to the front of your body. More. Go forward. And off. Good job. Perfect. Let them rest 30 seconds to a minute. Okay? Here's another cool thing about it. Most kids train their weak side, or don't train their weak side, and they train their stronger side all the time. Okay? If they're right-footed, they're going to kick right-footed all the time, especially the youth. Okay? Some of the older guys may not, but they keep using their right side over and over and over and over. A baseball player throws over and over and over and doesn't do anything for this side of the body. Okay? He's going to get an instability. That's where injury leads. Cool thing about 360s is I told him to go left first. Okay? So he went left first. Next set I make him go right. The set after that they go left. The set after that they go right. So we're balancing both sides of the body equally so that you have motion from here to here and here to here. Balancing the body. Okay? Goes back to the core. If the right side is weak on this side and this side's stronger, it's going to tilt them up this way. Okay? Now I want you to go right. Okay? When I say tilt forward, you to the wall. Okay? Ready? Go. Go right. Forward first, then go right. Okay? Go. Okay? Ready? Right. 1, 2, 3. That left leg up. Left leg up. Don't bounce. I want you to push and reach. Reach that left leg. There you go. Turn. Backwards.
Oh.
Front. Come to the front. There you go. Reach. Reach. Oh boy, reach. Keep reaching. Good. Ready? Towards me. Turn. That right leg up more. There you go. Turn. Up. There you go. Perfect. Okay? I want you to get your right foot back. And when I say go, or you go on your own, you're going to step, the forceful step forward, and your left foot's going to come back on. So you step, and up. Say up, just straddle. Okay? But you got to go right away. Okay? It's 10 miles an hour or 8 miles an hour, so you got to run right at 8 miles an hour. Okay? I'll tell you straight out. Okay? Right, go to the handle. There you go. Get out in front of you. Start running. Hard. You got to get out in front of you. That long step. Try it forward. There you go. Push me up high. There you go. Grab your arms. Back a little bit. Grab your arms. Push me up. Push me up. Up. Way up to the front. Push me up. Up your arms. Up your arms. Up. Good job, man. Like that. You know, 15 miles an hour. Pull back. Yeah, foot comes down, step, long, go. Okay? One step straight down. Okay? If you're ready. Get on hard. Hard. Get on hard. Atta boy. Get that knee up. Drive your knee up high. Good. Up. Beautiful. Perfect. You can go 15 miles an hour. Now we're forcing him beyond the capability he thinks him for doing. That's for overspeeding him. Ready? Aggressive on that. It's the only fun thing you'll ever do in here. Hard. Standing up high. Push it up. Push him up high. High. Up. Good boy. One more time. 16, breathe. Take a deep breath. Relax a bit. Ready. Right. Get aggressive. Hard as you can run, man.
Come on, Jay.
Standing up high. Attaboy. Standing up. There you go.
Very good.